Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. I hope everybody had a great trading day yesterday. It is hump day, as our friend the camel would say. We are just about to roll into the end of the week. And for those of you new to the channel, click the subscribe button down below. We look at the same 10 to 12 futures markets every day, identifying potential turning points and trading opportunities. So let's dive right in. Starting with the S&P, the ES keeps just breaking down off that 2,800 level, and it hit it yet again and broke down hard. Now, we basically gave back everything that we gained for the week in the overnight hours, and we've gotten a little bit more, I guess the word would be a little bit, we've built a little bit of a base down here ever since that occurred. So yesterday I had talked about potentially looking at this level in here when we saw that how price kind of came into it. I was not a huge fan of the choppiness right here before coming into that region. So I said, I'm going to leave it be, and that's why yesterday I did not put the lines on the charts. I did not think that it warranted a true level. And lo and behold, that was probably the right call. Sometimes discretion is going to be the better part of valor, right? So in this case, we have we've still got this area here where we've not been quite able to pierce and break through. 2,800 is still that number really that I'm looking at. Is price got to show me, you got to break it above that level before I'm going to be committed to doing anything with it. That 2,800 has been a big number, a big thorn in the side, if you will. We do have a bit of a potential reversal point here. Now, my problem with this potential reversal point is that we may have already, kind of bounced off of it with this long wick right here, and we didn't get much of a strong movement from it. And so whereas I would normally put this as a potential, I'm going to leave it off. Also, because this is another potential breakout short opportunity right below this area here. However, that breaks one of the rules, which is room to roam, which it wouldn't have enough room to roam coming down from there. So when I see those kind of situations where I'm not sure which one to do, I don't do anything, and I think that that's kind of what where I'm leaning today. And the NASDAQ still have a potential long opportunity down in here if price does drop into this region. It is in pink, so it was found on the 15-minute chart. It's this little bit of fair price value above this pivot low area right here. Crude oil. So in crude, nothing has really happened over the course of the past week, and so when nothing happens, there's no reason to force a trade. Still going to leave the areas that we have intact. Gold, we got a nice reversal off of our level yesterday, so let me know in the comment section down below if you're able to take this trade. And now if you're in this thing and profits moving your way, I would move your stop to probably above this area here because we've put in a new fair price value area. So lock it in, as they say. Now, since this level was used up, we can't use this again, so I'm going to have to take this area away. But we are still moving down from that region, and this area here would be our, kind of our profit objective. I think this is where your goal is to make it to that 1247.50. I'm not sure if we're going to make it all the way down to there or not, but we should get something at the very least. Take your stop, lock in some profits. Looking next at the bond market, it's the Aussie, the Euro, the Canadian. So in the bond market, we had the potential breakdown out of here. It came back up through it and probably hit you for a stop out in this case at either a small profit or a break even. I'll take those all day long because I know eventually that won't happen, right? So most of our breakouts that we had scheduled just fizzled. The Canadian dollar breakout, the Euro breakout, the bond breakout, they all kind of fizzled. And that, those kind of things just happen. In the Aussie, we did have our reversal off of our level, and then we took our stop and moved it down and then proceeded to get stopped out. So it came back up and would have hit our potential stop. So depending on where you manage your position, is where that's going to be. Now, somebody did ask me, I want to speak about that for a minute, because somebody did ask me about, hey, do you post the results of the daily market commentary? Nope, I don't. And I don't think I ever will. And the reason for that is because everybody's going to manage their stops the way that they want. I've seen a lot of trade services out there that want to post their results. And I don't want to do that because I can't dictate to you how you handle and manage your particular level of risk, right? In this Aussie trade, for a lot of people, you're never going to move your stop in the first place. And so you're still in it and you're doing okay. For some people, you move your stop to break even. For others, you take half off the table when it hits a 1-to-1 profit. And your rules are what dictate your trading style. You got to have them. And so everybody's results will be different. The movement from the level can be constant, but the results that you have are going to be different based upon your position size and your risk tolerance. And I do get people that ask me all the time, well, what's the right way to do it? The right way to do it is the right way that fits you. I liken it to, how do you like your coffee? Black coffee's good. So's coffee with cream. So's a latte. How you like it and how it fits your personality is what's really important. And so that's this Aussie trade's a great example of that, because the original level was this area here. For some of you, you're still going to be in it because you never moved your stop. For others of you, you never got in it because you don't take confirmation entries. For others of you, you took your stop and you moved it down to here, like I talked about, and all of a sudden you get stopped out for a small loss. For others of you, you get stopped out when you move your stop to break even, and some of you maybe even took some profits off the table when we hit this region down in here where we had a little bit of chop and a little bit of basing. So on the contract rollovers, around contract rollover time is when you start to see things moving a bit more frequently, right? And so, we're going to see that those kind of things tend to occur a little bit more often, around those periods. So you'll see some differences when we've got levels like this one up here, which happened around the rollover. So those are going to be obviously some differences as well. But stop losses are a major important part that are gonna have a lot of differences. So just keep that in mind. Euro, still nothing that I've got on the chart that I've added, and then the Canadian dollar, our breakout fizzled. We do have a little level up here that I think you could still be a fan of if you're so inclined. I'm going to add this one down here, simply because it was an area of resistance in the past and could act as a support area in the future. Looking at Japanese yen and Great British pound. So looking at the yen reversal worked like the proverbial charm. We hit this area right here and immediately got a strong move down out of it. So those of you that were able to catch that yen trade, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. I'd like to see when you guys are actually able to catch some of these positions. So that one worked out pretty well. The copper position, nothing here in copper, as we did not come all the way back up to our area. I thought we may get up to there, and we're unable to do so. Nat gas. So looking at our nat gas position, still continuing its downward trend. There's if you want to take a breakdown below this area here, this put in a pretty nice little base. So if you're so inclined, you can take a breakdown below that 278 region. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to send me an email, chuck@iiefinancial.com. Until tomorrow, everybody, I will talk to you soon.